You know what frustrates me the most about this government shutdown? Families losing SNAP benefits. It's the Democrats' fault. Kids going hungry. Democrats aren't doing their job. Stop. Just stop. If you actually pay attention how the government works, you'll see how absurd this is. Let me break this down for you with an analogy that anyone who's ever worked with a team, run a business, or just manages the budgets in your household will understand. Imagine you and a few partners own a company. One has the majority share. Yes, more power. But do they get to run the company all by themselves? Do they get to sign every check, make every call, and decide every investment without input from other partners? No. That's not how partnerships work. You need consensus. You need collaboration. You need the most toxic word in politics, compromise. Now imagine if that majority party says, it's my way or nothing, and the minority partner doesn't agree. They then turn around and blame them for the company losing money, for payroll being late, for the shelves going empty. That's exactly what's happening right now with our government. And the people online want to blame the party that doesn't control anything. Meanwhile, real people suffer. Real Americans, not politicians, not lobbyists, not the elite class. Ordinary people, working families, veterans, seniors, children. Families who are trying to scrape by, who just want to put food on the table. Most people who are on SNAP benefits aren't gaming the system. Yes, a few may try. That happens in every system. Social Security, unemployment benefits, you name it. The outliers do not define the whole system. SNAP benefits isn't a handout. SNAP is an economic engine. Every dollar you spend circulates in the local economy. Farmers, truck drivers, small businesses. Feeding people isn't just the moral thing to do, it's smart economics. And yet the narrative we keep hearing, these people are lazy. They're abusing the system. That's not only false, it's a distraction. It's a story to get you mad at people who are struggling, while the people who have real power, politicians and lobbyists, continue to just laugh their asses off. And those politicians who claim to be Christian, let me remind you something Jesus said. He didn't say, feed the hungry, but only if it's in the budget plan. He said, feed the hungry, period. If you claim to follow him, then punishing children, punishing seniors, and punishing families because you want to play political games is not an option. Feeding the poor isn't charity, it's morality, it's justice. And that's being completely ignored right now. Here's what's really happening. The people in charge who are backed by billion-dollar corporations, lobbyists, and special interests want you angry. They want you looking at the people who are most vulnerable, single moms who are buying groceries with SNAP, the working dad juggling 2 jobs, and the kid in school who relies on free lunch. Because if your anger is directed at the vulnerable, you won't notice who's actually benefiting. The elite political class who write the laws in their favor, who just protect their shareholder value while buying it back just to increase it, while seeing everyday Americans left fighting for the scraps. Every time you blame the poor or people who rely on government assistance, you fall into that narrative. While the people who actually rig the system against you, that's exactly what they want. Let's talk numbers for a second. Cutting SNAP doesn't save money. It decreases economic activity. It increases costs for healthcare. It destabilizes communities. Every dollar that is spent on feeding families multiplies in economic returns. If you want fiscal responsibility, this is it. This is how investment works. But instead, the debate is framed as, are we rewarding laziness? It's not economics, that's distraction. So here's what you need to understand. SNAP cuts, government shutdowns, political posturing. It's not about helping the country. It's about leverage. It's about control. And every time a media pundit or politician tells you, blame the Democrats, blame the poor, or God forbid, blame them for not negotiating, they're keeping you distracted. Don't fall for it. The real culprits are the people writing policy to benefit themselves. They want you outraged at children, not the CEOs who buy the politicians. They want you mad at families who are barely scraping by, not the lobbyists. Open your eyes. Compassion isn't weakness. Feeding people, protecting families, ensuring dignity, that's strength. That's civilization. Stop letting this political theater manipulate you into being angry at the wrong people. Look at the system. Look who's benefiting it. Look who's actually holding power right now. Because if your outrage is being redirected at people who are hungry, who are struggling, who are trying just to survive, you're looking at the wrong place. It's time to demand real accountability. It's time to stand on morality, for economics, for sanity. Stop blaming people who are just down on their luck because you don't know their story.